day 3 of the challenge, the 30-day, 31-day challenge. This is David Austin with davidaustingallery.com. Now that we have the introductions out of the way, we're going to do something different. Like I said the other day, my goal is to give myself a restricted parameter to work within. Some materials, this 11 by 14 is one of them. This sketchbook is going to be just that, just the challenge in it. Today I'm going to use these random Crayola markers that I found in a drawer, along with a Prismacolor crimson red that was randomly in there as well. And we're going to see what that does. Then we have a whole bunch of these pencils right here. These are from Othello, and there's also some Prismacolor, and I've probably had these for 30 years, some of these. And we got some, there's some charcoal ones mixed in, that's good. And so that's going to be kind of fun to work with these. And then I have a couple of brushes that I'm going to use because I might use a little bit of this Crayola washable finger paint in there from my young son's hobby room upstairs right above me. I've got a couple spatula knives, and I've got a little bit of iridescent bright bronze, a metallic, just for the heck of it. I may or may not use, and same with this Pilot gold marker extra fine point. Don't know if I'm going to use that. I've got a little towel over here on this side, and I have this here, this little bit of water. So I don't know what I'm going to make, but I'm going to make something on this paper. And we're going to start right now, although I do need a pencil sharpener, it looks like. So I have a pencil sharpener too. All right, let's do some creating. There's no music because I don't have headphones on. We're getting ready for our live performance, or live performance. I guess it is a performance, right? I'm making live video tonight. Every Wednesday we're going to try at 8 p.m. and then Saturday mornings, which I'm more excited about, that one will be at 10 a.m. and that is Eastern Standard Time. So just going to lay out some base. There's always some definite ways I do things that I just can't quite get out of yet, and maybe by the end of this challenge I will be out of it and doing something new and exciting. That's the whole point of doing this, right? So I know that the water soluble, these pencils I think are a charcoal based or pastel based or something. So I'm sure they're going to blend. I can tell you right now, one of the reasons I don't work with these is because the sound they make is so scratchy. Scratch, 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 scratch. Listen to that. Ugh, I can't hardly stand it. So I'm going to lay some of the marker out. Let's do that first. And then we're going to add some water, and then I'm going to try drawing into the water and see if I can get rid of that scratchiness, because I really dislike the scratchiness. Even this offends my ears a little bit. Scrappy, scrape, scrape. I have some yellow, that's good. I was worried we wouldn't have any yellow. You can see the Crayola, I've worked with enough with him to know that it does some things, like picks up color, and you can see it's picking up the pencil as well. So I'm just going to lay down some of that color there. And then, this is kind of fun. This seems to be a purple theme today. So the other day I played a little bit with these, some others that I found. This is another with the Crayola Super Tips. And I really, really enjoyed these the other day. I thought they were just fantastic. And I think I'm going to just throw some of this. Whoa, that splattered all over. This stuff stinks, I think. So we'll see how long this lasts for me before I have to stop. This is that metallic gold. I know that other things will bleed, but this will stay there. Just know that kind of from experience. At least that's what it's supposed to do. Lay down some lines for when I used to do graphic design, the people that taught me were like, line quality, you have to do line quality. And I guess now in my life, I'm finding ways to avoid that extreme line quality, but it rings in my ears. Nice even pressure as you go down. Oh, I hear my wife just joining us in the background. Getting ready for our live performance this evening. Because that's what it is, right? It's performance.
Performance art?
Performance art of something going on. I don't know how bad... it doesn't smell as bad as it could. So let's go ahead and block these in. A lot of people are using metallics right now, but a lot of the metallics, the carrier for them is solvent based in one way or another, and the smell just permeates the whole household and gives me a headache. So I've been on the lookout for some metallics to play with that don't have the stink to it. I know some of the acrylics are fine, so I'll probably be doing a lot of that. Well, that was kind of fun. We'll get back to that a little bit later. Actually, I'm gonna block this in here. These weird little square flowers. All right, so we did some of that. That's fun. What else should we add before we get a little crazy with some water? Let's do some green down at the bottom here. I haven't been using a lot of green lately, but I'm thinking about it because it's winter and I like green. Miss the gardens. You guys miss the gardens? You miss the garden, Kristen? You always miss it too.
I'm always threatening to move somewhere nice and warm.
South of France or something, move there.
Dude, there's palm trees in Kelowna year round.
Kelowna,
British Columbia, in snow.
There you go.
All year. Actually ideal.
Look, a happy little tree.
Oh dear.
The original video person, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess he would be the original.
Bob Rossi.
Ross? Is it just Ross?
Is it Ross? Bob Ross? I thought it was Rossi.
I think you got skis on the brain.
No, that's Ross and Gall, and we don't use Ross and Gall. But if they wanted to sponsor us, we'd consider it.
Sorry,
Hopefully.
Background.
That's all right. You'll probably edit most of this out anyway. It's so weird to work with materials that I don't normally work with. Oh, I pulled that pencil right up out of there. Pretty sure these are not going to cover like the opaque markers that I like to use. So a little bit of scribbling. Oh, that's a blue. I actually thought it was I thought it was a black charcoal pencil. I don't really have a sense of what I'm doing today as far as the direction of the structure that I'm doing. So I'm making it up as I go. It's interesting, that didn't really want to go over the other. Ugh, that scraping sound with the pencils. It's just nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's real fun to edit too.
So let's find out what happens if we drown this thing in some water. Spray bottle, solution. It's actually recording it this time, Kristen.
Yay!
Check that out. I think that is probably one of the most fun things about this process for me in general has been this. I haven't been able to dump that. So I'm trying to do new things, but I'm also, keep reverting back to that. Look at the beautiful color. Now, what should happen is we should be able to go in and the Crayolas will have some bleed through. Maybe a little more soft. Almost sounded like somebody upstairs. Is that Esmond maybe?
It's just the dryer.
Oh.
When is Esmond early?
There's some truth to that. All right, let's see what these pencils do. Oh, that's a lot less painful to my ears. Some water.
I can zoom tonight.
Yeah, look at that. That's nice. So you can see it also, I kind of suspected this would happen, as the pencil, this is a Prismacolor, was going to pull some of the other colors into it. So let's see what the other style does. Where is it? Sorry. Okay, so this is the pastel. This is a wine red one. Boy, that really abuses the paper a lot. Is that the paper or is that parts of the... I think that's the paper. The paper's wet. This the charcoal pastels are really putting it to the paper. This is where working on board might be a better idea. But I like how the gold stuck around. That was nice. See if we can find some charcoal here. Happy little tree. I told you I was going to draw a happy little tree today. My wife's in the background going, oh God. I'm married such a dork.
Almost feel like a real vlogger.
You look like it back there in the background because I can't see you, so I know you're a vlogger. If I can't see you, you must be. Actually, that means you're tech support. I'm the guy in the front lately. Second thought, you come to the front. I'll go and record everything. Nah, there's no way I know how to do what you do. That's the bottom line of that. I do not have the type of intelligence necessary for that.
We are differently abled, both of us.
Differently abled. Yeah, that's true. This is where you could throw the music over it.
Probably.
Let's see what happens if we do the... I don't really know where I'm going after this. I could almost be done with it now. Let's put some more yellow over here. I like the way that's blending a lot. I don't know if I'm going to do brushes on it. something leaking in here?
No.
Yeah. Leaking. Right over there.
Do you want to look it?
It's usually not that much.
It was wet on the floor.
Well, that's from me. I was getting the water to the out of the dehumidifier.
I just responded to somebody negative on the reels. So.
Negative? Somebody didn't like our reels?
No, she really didn't. And I don't understand. So, hey. She follows us. We don't follow her back.
Oh. Sure it was negative?
She said, seriously, are you out of ideas or what?
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So
wonder who that is.
I responded. Kindly, obviously.
Not necessarily, but if you'd like to give us some ideas.
Oh, I perused her profile. She really doesn't.
Sorry to hear that.
She's still in art school.
Oh. One of those people think they know everything. Yeah, I'm not too worried about someone in art school. Is it one of the recent ones, or
Yeah, the reel I launched today.
the one that's at 3,500?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then what is she?
I don't know. She only has 400 followers. I responded. I was like, well, we have made 500 posts between feed, reels, stories, IGTV, and guides in 38 days. But I do use this technique often. Thank you for watching and following. Did you see that reel from Gary Vee I sent you? Were you guys talking about trolls?
I don't think so. When did you send that one?
Yesterday.
Oh, maybe it was one I missed then.
Yeah, he takes the tech you do.
Does he?
He's empathetic.
Huh.
And meets them with kindness. But it almost always works.
Right. Almost
He
always.
said if you've taken the time to watch my whole thing, go to my profile, comment, taken all that time and just to say something negative, you're broken. It's not my job to further that breaking.
Interesting thought, huh? Somebody. I don't know why anybody does leaves negative.
There's a whole world of positivity and other stuff you could be watching if you don't like what you're seeing. Move on. If nobody's being injured and no animals being harmed, then really, you don't need to say anything.
No, she really didn't. I don't know what else to do at the moment with this. It's kind of
I'm gonna make a story real quick.
kind of feeling like it might be
So,
done.
the F-bombs to a minimum.
Well, I'm assuming you're gonna cut all this out anyway
All
because
of this, yeah, but I'm making a story right now. I'm just using what's in the studio to advertise the live.
you're telling me no F-bombs.
Yes.
Ah, I thought you meant you were gonna let some F-bombs loose or something.
No.
I did think that was a little out of character for you. You know, when you're on air.
On camera, yes. Thank you for qualifying.
Really doesn't show up very much there at all. Wonder if this will color over wet much. Surprisingly, yes. I'm just surprised.
Where's the other tripod?
You mean, well, there's one right next to you. You're talking about another one?
Yeah, I need one for the YouTube. Unless the YouTube is going to be the arm over top. Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I don't know. You tell me what you need. There are multiples of these things hanging around. I'm really surprised this is drawing over the wet paper. Very surprised, actually. I'm kind of impressed by this. Let's just color little bits and pieces in for the heck of it. And it's coloring right into the water. Never figured it would do that. That is amazing. I may have to use this on this pen. I'm really, really surprised it's working for this. Bangles. I wonder if she was referring to my technique or if she was referring to the videography part of it. You know, my drawing, painting.
There's no videography techniques on that one.
It's just about the painting.
Yeah, it's just you with the plastic and your lap prints.
Oh, well, I haven't done that before. Nobody's seen that.
I know.
It's brand new.
I know. Well, it's definitely loopable because I just listened to it 3 times and didn't realize. That's how we test things around these parts.
Yeah, I'll say. Apparently drawing green rocks. Don't know why I'm using green to highlight, but I am. Let me see, what else do I have to play with? Nothing more to play with. This is what the sum total of my goodies to play with. I really want to do black around that. Let's see if I can get the charcoal to work.
Perfect. It's always satisfying. It just works, you know?
Oops, tear on the paper. Not dry enough to do that. Seriously? How can he be awake? Well, well, well. To use Hugo's terminology. Whatever will I do now? I'm actually very surprised by this pen. All right, well, I think I'm gonna have to quit because we gotta get ready for our live. And I will say this much, the big surprise of the evening was this gold marker from Pilot Extra Fine Point. I'm impressed with its coverage. I don't know that much about it. I don't use it very often. I can tell you that I'm not nauseous from it yet. The fumes aren't that bad, I don't think. But it went over wet. And over the color, the coverage was good, and you can see kind of the reflective quality maybe as the light hits it, and I'm actually pretty impressed with it. So the big surprise of the evening was this. The pencils are just as obnoxious as always for me. I don't like these types, the pastel pencils. I've had these for a very, very long time. They scratch, they grate on my nerves. Along with the charcoal. And I think that's probably one of the reasons that I work wet into wet with the charcoal on the big pieces of board and canvas. The Crayolas are fun, you know, they're blendable. You can see when the water hit it, they went all over the place. So they're kind of a fun thing, non-toxic, and I'll continue to play with them here and there, probably mostly up in the hobby room with my son. Didn't use my brushes at all tonight, but, and I didn't use this, but it was a good night. So we'll see you later. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I did it again.
Find what you want to do and what you're passionate about, and then just do it.